Why'd you cry for the game? God damn it. I guess I have to do that. There we go. Hi, everybody. Yeah, Baldur's Gate is not exactly working because of the patch. And yeah, none of the save file won't run, so... Hi. So I'm subjecting myself to this. Y2k, a postmodern RPG, for whatever bloody reason. I've talked about this game before, and it affected my life when I started seeing so many reviews about this. But, my controls are tangled up. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, let's just get into this. Why is B select? Why is my model lagging? View content warning? Sure. Enters. Oh, you know, I've seen enough reviews. You don't see anything happening. So, reduce monologue. You know what? Let's go with the... Should I do the reduce monologues or let them play out for like 5 minutes? Because I'm pretty sure if I do original edit, it's gonna go out for 90% of the stream is just gonna be them yapping. Like in that screenshot I posted was 2 hours and a half when I originally played this, and most of that time was spent them not shutting up. Holy shit. Oh gosh. And my model's blocking the stupid text box. God damn it. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Most of the stuff is voice acted anyway. Except at this point, also, ow, my eyes. Hello there. Welcome to the wonderful world of Yeek. That's Y2k, in case you were confused by the font choice in the logo. Developers thought it would be a cool idea to make it a Roman numeral for some reason. Oh gosh, my eyes are burning. This Oh god. Grab your tinfoil hats and prepare your eyes as they're about to be open wider than you could ever thought possible. This is going to be a wild ride. I'm going to ask you a few questions if that's alright. Would you please pick a favorite color scheme? Where all these... This is something you would never... I need to stop... I just said I wouldn't complain and I'm complaining already. This is a mandatory thing. Great choice. What's the name of the person behind the screenplay? What do you go by? This is super serious. Alright. Is this name okay? Yes. Oh gosh, my eyes are burning. Oh holy shit. Oh gosh. Beautiful name. Wow, I wish I had a cool name like that. That's a super hit name for a super hit cat. My parents named me Marceline. Can you believe that? Yuck. Anyway, back to the questionnaire. What do you look like? The girl. That's correct? Great! Do you have more questions or we'll be on our way? First things first, do you have a question about real people in your RL life? Since I'm streaming this, I'm just gonna use Alice's for them. I'm feeling to be lied to me. I have nothing like that, but you already know about that, don't you? So, name real people, be honest, and give thoughtful responses. First question, what's the name of the coolest girl you know? Coolest girl, that would be... Ah, shit. I actually have this. Bear is her nickname. Or one of the names I call her. Or at least part of it. What about a friend who's smarter than you, but would it ever draw attention to that fact? Who is smarter than me? I would say... Yes. Your friend who's a polar opposite of you. That, I know exactly who that is. Just the S. Oh wait, that color. What about the nerdiest guy you know who would go on and on about the stupid things like video games, anime, comic books, and crap like that? One person I know is who does that, other than me, is 12. He doesn't even care for anime. What do I normally call him his name and then boy. Your friend who's always there to talk to you when you're feeling it down about yourself. The kind who understands existential quandaries. The kind who knows what it's like to face crippling student debt, knows what it's like to always not be anywhere near as attractive as you like to be, and can always make you feel better when you are a complete waste of life in the middle of the night. Ah. These are so dumb nicknames. We type them out. Favorite piece of technology, something you feel a connection to. Not this game. Oh gosh, my eyes. Ah. We're nearly done. There's no... Oh, there is a space. I feel like I know so much about you. You can tell we're gonna get along famously. I'll pretend I didn't ask you any of it. Good? Don't worry. Seriously, this does... all those names do not come up until like the end of the game, which is... I think it's like... this is like a 40+ hour game. Very long now. I still can't figure out why my model lags so badly. April 4th, 1999. A wild cat chase. Positive about the game. I actually really do like this art style. Some of the models are a bit weird, especially one of the main characters, but yeah, it's an intense game. But yeah, I really do like the art style of this game, and most of the models are really, really cool. There's a couple that are like, but...
On April 4th, 1999, I arrived home from school. I just graduated.
And here's our main character, and the one that's going to be monologuing. I know I can turn it off, but I want to give the viewers the full experience of this game.
It took a few semesters longer than
What
I
is going on?
planned, but I was proud to be done. I had no idea what adult life held for me, but it was optimistic.
The movies with my son really got a good feeling about this one. I'm really excited for this movie. It's just nice spending time together. There's a save, which I probably should do. It took me nearly 20 minutes to get through that intro. And also, this is the default running speed. Oh wait, there is a run button. Yeah, this is supposed to be postmodern. Have you visited the pawn shop yet? Daddy says it's stupid to build a pawn shop here. It's great economy, no one's desperate enough to need it. What's an economy? Also, flat PNG of a ball. Or should I be making that much fun of it? My two sisters, one lives here in Frankton and another lives in Windtown. You don't talk to the one in Lindstedt because she has a real attitude problem. 1,000 to 1,000. Can I pick this up? Oh, I don't want to speak to you. Oh, why? Well, I got a basketball. Hey, aren't you the Eagle Sing kid that lives off the top of the hill? Tell your sister I said hey. And there's supposed to be like a update for this game, but I don't know when that's coming out. Welcome to the birthplace of world's greatest CEO, Kenneth F. Lay. Home of Mr. and Mrs. K. A solicitation. Oh, it's nice of you to come and visit me, dear. Tell me, what's the 411? Uh-huh. Ooh. Your life is so interesting. Come back and visit me soon, dear. Should you be in school, young man? The guy's like 12. My daughter's an honor student. My son's a Marine. My husband is unemployed. Now I'm addicted to caffeine. Bark, bark. My husband parked here before going on a business trip. I moved the car, but he took the keys with him. Oh. I don't know why you can do this, but you can. Oh gosh, my model's lagging hard. Oh, they're stuck. Oh, it's you. No, I'm not disappointed. It's just I thought you were a pizza. Back if you decide me to slice a deep dish. Ran over here, but... Oh, yeah. Money! Came to visit your mother, but she seems to be working all sorts of odd hours. She works really hard. Be good to her. Parents are really into adoration. Personally, I'm more into sonnets. You know, like the early bird catches the worm. A slice of deep dish pizza. Woo! Man, why are you bugging? Don't you know it's my day off? Don't think I knocked on this. No, you don't just walk into people's houses. You think this is some kind of video game? Ah. Here goes the ball. Wing pizza. Here you go. For life suit. Here, take this for your troubles. $15. Woo! Money. Hey man, got a sec? Don't guess about your physical appearance. I think it's safe to say that you're a fan of video games. Right? Yeah, I am. For 5 years, I've written about music, games, and game culture, including the art, music, film, and fashion inspired by games and the people who play them. Mostly I write about t-shirts and jeans, but that's okay. Anyway, a point of frustration is that I encountered in my trials is the writer has always been the medium that I used to publish, the print. This used to rock, but now, thanks to that damn internet, it's starting to be too expensive to justify on my own. Information's so easy to track down and share. Everyone can be a publisher on the internet. Everyone can have a voice, which is great, but online content is hardly permanent. Only just ones and zeros. Here's one day and gone the next. I don't think that's how the internet works. 99 is just a different beast from 98. The internet's ruining print, and everyone can beat me to anything before I can get it out. Why, I want to create something truly special. Something that isn't about being ahead of the time, but capturing them. Something that is a historical monument to years to come, and it really proves how great the 90s were for gaming. And what better way to do that than physical medium? So I'm asking you, Gamer to Gamer, would you please, please, please donate some money to me? Your hard-earned dollars, and since you can help kickstart 90s guys, that's the name of my design, and get it to stores and the hands of geeks like yourself. So what do you say, man? Yeah. He could have, like... I'm not... No, don't... Shut up, Zuna. Shut up. Don't start, Zuna. So, shall we donate some money to this guy, or... Holy crap, that's great. What do you want to donate? Donate 1, you'll get a sticker. Donate 5, you can get the magazine. Donate 10, you'll get the register credit in the back of the book. Remember, each donator, regardless of terrible portion of my soul, and the right to hold this over my head forever in case I don't have finished it. Just a small donation of any size, you'll be the reason I'll lose sleep in for the next 6 months. So how much you're gonna give? Like, let's just give $10. Thanks, man. Wow, I can't wait. They're moving right along. A signed sticker. And the magazine, and my name on the back. Alright, let's go into my house. Letter from Mom.
Alex, dear son of mine, please see if you can muster up the energy to walk into town and pick up some groceries. I've included a list below.
5 minutes and she's already barking orders at me.
Something sticking out of a puck, a collectible hog. I don't know what that is. Apparently it was a 90s thing. I started interacting with the world in the 90s, but it was like the late 90s, so I didn't get to really poke around very much until everything just kind of went away. Wait.
The new of the record player has dropped. The sound that the world now hears will change the nature of all realities, both yours and mine.
What?
The needle of the record player has dropped. Can't you hear the music? It's everywhere.
That phone call was surely one of the strangest I've ever received. And no, I couldn't hear the music.
Whee!
A few hundred yards outside of town, I came to a junction.
And here's the first monologue of the game. I'm just gonna turn on autoplay and let it run.
Mulling over the strangeness of being back home, I stopped to notice a forest I'd never explored. It was dark, but somehow attractive. I made a mental note to explore it later, and took a step towards town when I heard a meow near my feet. I pictured what it would be like to be the owner, and I imagined describing him to a friend. Lonely? Nah, I don't get too lonely. Besides my mom, there's only a cat. An old cat. But a good friend to talk to. My fictional friend would reply, "You talk things over, do you?" I'd nod. Uh-huh. Been together a long time, so we can read each other's moods. I understand what makes the cat tick. The cat knows what makes me tick.
Yeah, and I know I'm basically doing this to myself because there is an option to turn off these monologues. But I want to play their game as it was originally made, or at least most of it, because I know there's some things that were updated in it. There's no things that have been changed. There's no way I can go back to the original. But it's just like... And I love story-based games. Those, I really do enjoy those. I'm enjoying Baldur's Gate. But this... Oh man, you just stare at this cat for like 5 minutes as this guy monologues pretending to have this cat as a pet and just describing it to a non-existent friend. Oh gosh.
Of course, I didn't know this cat at all.
Oh yeah, totally better gameplay. This is also like a turn-based game too.
Never met. He was a funny-looking cat, with a funny resting face and a Salvador Dali mustache. I couldn't imagine picking out this cat to bring home from a store. I leaned down to pet him, without entirely knowing if cats like to be pet at all. His coarse hair ran through my fingers as he purred. Clearly he liked me. That was a good sign. Alex Eagleston, college graduate, friend of small animals.
Hey! Give that back to me!
And it finally shuts up. Trust me, there are monologue. I think there's one later in the game that we're definitely not gonna get to. That's like 20 minutes long. I don't know why the cat has pants. So the way this works is like our Mario RPG. I would, honestly, I really do enjoy these models, the way this game really looks. I want to, like, take the models out and just take a look at them in, like, Blender to see how they're made or something like that. Because I really do enjoy this, how this game looks. Granted, there are some few models that are a bit, like, iffy, but it's just like, I want to take a look. Hello? Rosa. Spooky ghost girl. You're not supposed to be back here, you know? What, you're looking for your cat? Oh, it's not your cat? Well, be careful around here. I'm sure this cat is worth it if it wandered into the abandoned building. Hamburger. Money. Bunny. Money. Stuff. Chest. More money, jeez. Isn't there a monster right here? Hello? Hey, come here. Guess I'm not going this way.
I stepped into the elevator, expecting to find the cat. I scanned the dark floor and found nothing. I sighed as the elevator began to shake, vibrating with motion.
That's an example! You did not need the second part! You could just say shake and people would understand that! God damn it!
The elevator came to a smooth but unexpected stop. I cringed with anxiety as the lights flickered. Please don't die. Please don't die. I pleaded with the mechanical gods to keep the power on. My prayers weren't answered. Damn it! The power's out. I need to find the stairs or a fuse box.
Damn it. Lock chat. I need a key. I'm in pain. No, there's no. Woo! Count cheese from a rat. That's starting art bigger. Okay, that will really speed up stuff a little bit.
Hey, who's there? Don't come any closer. I'm armed.
Ooh.
Relax and quiet down. It's me, Panda.
Panda? Why are you here?
I came here to help you. I'm always there for you when you need me.
That's good to hear. What sort of help did you have in mind?
My primary use is as a barrier. I can block oncoming enemy attacks and create barriers between you and many other obstacles.
I don't know why the Y button's so sensitive.
My metal shield makes me very heavy, so you can use me to hold down switches and to clear small gaps by stepping on my head.
Open the tools by holding LB and moving the cursor
You
just
can
like
press
Hannah.
to summon me.
You can press.
Remember to press again to call me back. Also remember that some weighted switches will have reverse effects if you take me off.
So, press the summon you and press it again to take you back? I think I get it.
I hope so, Alex. It's rather straightforward. However, since you were a liberal arts major, want me to explain this entire thing again?
No. Water bottle. What's in this trash can? And money. I'll take that. I don't want bed bugs. Ooh. That's such a hard puzzle. Hello? And here comes the plagiarism. I'm pretty sure this, I don't know what book it's from, but it's plagiarized as some Japanese author. Narrows her eyes and looks at the young man standing there. He's so tall, and she seems to be looking far overhead. Her eyes meet. The young man smiles. Smiles is meant to show he means no harm. Through the eyes of high-flying Don Byrne, we're taking the scene from midair. From above, we see that we're intertwining organisms. What are you talking about? Through the eyes of the high Don Byrne, we observe the pyramid of the dimensional shift. Understand what's going on here. Through the eyes of the high Don flying dwarf, we pretend not to see the eye of providence. Or, you mean that thing? Eye of providence, or the all-seeing eye of God, is a symbol showing an eye often surrounded by rays of light or glory and usually enclosed by a triangle. Yeah, like on the dollar, but what does that have to do with anything? I don't know what the fuck that was for! Like, seriously. Yeek? Yep. Y2k. Also, welcome to the stream. I was gonna play Baldur's Gate, but I play with mods and unfortunately it broke the game.
I don't know what made me do it, but I poked the giant eye. The pyramid's
Hi,
tears seem to
everybody.
cover the room. What the hell is going on here?
Insanity. I should probably like put like an absolute warning, because I do know like if I happen to like walk through poison, it just flashes the game, and I don't want anybody getting a seizure. Yeah. I've been wandering through these woods for days. I came through the window over there to find my friend, but she's nowhere to be found. She followed some stupid guy here. Oh jeez. He was out for blood. Am I just tired? Is that why all these lights are just like burning my eyes? I will say the music is definitely really good. Actually, Toby Fox made a track, a battle theme for this game. It hasn't shown up yet, but it's really good. Good. Oh, I forgot about Panda. Oops, sorry, Rex. Bonked you on the head. trying to think. Is there anything interesting that happened to me today? Well, I had a doctor's appointment, and I nearly was late for it. And I had to drive through snow, so that was fun. Is that a face on the ground? Why is there an explosion? Yeah, it was. The snow is really pretty when you're not driving through it and waiting like 5 minutes for the thing to go through. For like cars to actually move on the highway. It looks like a face. Come on. Fellow grave, you're too afraid to look beneath the surface. That's a grave? Ew. Well, if it's I don't. Yes, I can imagine snow being rough, especially when you have to walk through it. Ah, come on. Shit. God damn. Come on! Alright. How do I... The man. Hello! Watch me slowly lose my mind. So cold in here. Someone has to turn off the sun. Cold is bad. Bad things happen in the cold. Bad thing happened in the cold. My day is going good. Wish Baltergate was working, but unfortunately all my mods are broken because of the update. A cage for trapping small animals. Yeah, it was originally going to be Baldur's Gate, but yeah, since the patch 6 got released today, all the mods are technically broken, so I don't think I can hop on my save files without the entire thing broken again. So yeah, I just started looking through all my stuff, games I had, and decided, hey, let's torture myself. People seem to do like watching people torture themselves, as in like when people were playing the Golem game.
Who's there? Dolly, is that you? Great, another person.
Hey, I can leave if you like.
No, please stay. I've been pretty lonely here.
Where is here, anyway?
I was hoping you'd know. I've been lost down here forever.
Did you come through the elevator too?
Elevator? I don't know what that is.
Then, where did you come from? I asked, thinking it sounded nicer than, who the hell doesn't know what an elevator is?
I came from here. Is there anywhere else? Anyway, I've been looking for my cat, Dolly. Have you seen her?
So the stupid thing was a girl? I just assumed it was a boy cat, seeing as how it had a spindly mustache.
Oh, I have one story from today.
Facial hair was not exclusive to male animals or male humans, for that matter.
Alex, shut up. So, I was planning to eat some ice cream today, in spirit of the insane snowfall that happened in my area. I forgot about it, and it sat on my counter for like an hour or two, and it just turned into a melted mess. So I didn't have any ice cream. I don't know why my model's lagging! Oh my gosh! I really need to figure out what the hell, what is this program doing? Oh my god. What flavor? Cookie dough. Cookie dough is my favorite. Peanuts? No. No peanuts. Just regular chocolate chip cookie dough. It was just a simple tub.
Is that the cat who looks like Salvador Dali?
Thatched, yeah, I was so happy to have it, and then, like, fuck, I forgot about it for like 2 hours. Don't even remember what I was doing. Oh well, assuming the roads are good tomorrow, I have to go grocery shopping anyway, so I'll pick up another container.
I don't know who that is. My cat just looks like Dolly herself, not another cat named Salvador.
She didn't know elevators. I doubted she'd know her 20th century Spanish Catalan surrealist painters all that well either. I said, right, I saw a cat earlier. He had a funny mustache and crazy eyes. Naturally, my description of her beloved feline was offensive to her. Clearly, this was a woman projecting a rather strong personality onto this cat. She took a deep breath and said quickly,
Honest, you would, yeah, let's go and insult a cat like that. Dolly was kind of base. I don't know anything about him other than he made the painting with the melting clocks. I don't know anything else about him. I don't even know what he looks like. What does he look like? This is so much. Oh yeah, this is. Am I smelling this? No, I'm not, but Google figured it out. Oh. I see. I see what he means by the weird mustache. What the heck? Yeah, maybe I'll look into him.
My cat has a beautiful mustache and perfect eyes. I can't imagine we're talking about the same cat.
I told her I wouldn't mind helping her find her cat. I told her we should move quickly and get out of this dank basement.
Honestly, Alex, you did go and just insult her cat. If someone went and insulted my lizard, I would get upset. At least to a certain point. I know that reptiles are not exactly a common pet to have. Speaking of, Rex, what are you doing? You want to crawl across my chest? What are you doing? Ugh, my eyes. Rex, your only pet? Yes. Growing up, we mainly had mostly dogs. Very cute dogs. But now my parents only have 2 dogs. Very fluffy and cute, and yeah, my youngest brother has 2 turtles named after 2 of them. Ninjago people, but
I waited for a moment as she processed what I said. She was a very difficult girl to read, especially without being able to see her face.
It is bright as fuck here. What are you talking about, Alex?
I could tell something was wrong. She really projected her opinions and feelings into the room, even without saying them. What's wrong? I don't have to help. I just thought you could use an extra pair of cat hunting eyes.
It's not that. It's okay. Forget it.
Hey now, that's lame. You can tell me anything, no judgment here.
No judgment? Great lie. I like a good liar.
Alex, you met this person for like 5 minutes. You don't even know this chick's name. Like, it does not. No, it does not. But her name is. He does not say this.
Hey, I'm serious. I didn't mean anything by that.
No worries. Basically, we got home from college. Our mom asked us to pick up some groceries, and a cat stole our list. This takes place in the 90s, so it's not like cell phones really exist. And so he followed the cat into an abandoned building, and now we're here. And I've been streaming for like an hour, and that's all I've done in an hour. Holy shit! Monogatari series. I don't know. I mean, there was one point you missed with a fire person who, yeah, a fire person who was apparently quoting something, well, not exactly quoting, just like straight up just stealing lines to a Japanese book. I don't remember the name. The main title will eventually get like a reference, so again, I can always check that. Also, Alex, again, and I guess he's trying to riz her. I don't know what he's thinking.
It's not you. That wasn't fair of me. It's just... the world has used me so unkindly, I fear it's made me suspicious of everyone.
Sammy, you don't really need... you don't need to explain that. You can just say, I don't know who the hell you are. Or, why do you think I'm not happy? Sussy Baka, yeah.
Okay. For now, I choose to trust you. But I reserve the right to decide you're just as evil as the rest of the world in the future.
Yeah, sure you do.
Sounds like a fair deal. My name's Alex. Nice to meet you.
I'm Sammy. But please call me Sammy. I don't know why I'm trusting you. I guess I always had a special spot for gingers.
Hey, careful with that word. That is our word.
What?
What do you mean, our word? You're weird, Alex.
Yeah, what the hell does he mean? I've known gingers. They don't give a shit.
Sorry, lame joke. Let's just look for the cat.
Where's the... Never mind. Over digging up dirt. This earth has been disturbed recently. One thing I will definitely say that this game does look very, very good. For the most part, at least. There are some weird stuff to it, but... yeah, a lot of it is really, really nice looking. How did I get here? Oh yeah, I know this puzzle. Seriously, it actually matters which door I go through. I know this puzzle. It failed twice. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Let's look inside the chest. Golden bracelet. Also, there's no organization. But this is all I'm just saying. Broker, yeah. Grudge Rock Galvin.
Dolly, where have you been? I'm so happy to have you back. Oh, who's a good cat? You are. You are. Oh, I should probably tell you about Dolly. Dolly is a tool, much like your stuffed panda friend. Use Dolly to fetch items and hit switches that are too far away for you to reach. Dolly can jump, so don't worry about her falling down any gaps. This will be useful, so make sure you try it.
Chainsaw Man? I have not. I've heard good things about it, but I have not seen Chainsaw Man.
Okay, so shall we get out of here?
Though I have seen clips.
Sorry about my house. I've been meaning to get someone in here to fix the power, but who has the time for that?
You just said not that long ago you don't know where the hell you are. about saving a cat. Oh yeah, doesn't like she's like a pink-haired girl with like demon horns. I think her name is Powers. I think she saved a cat or something like that. Again, I don't know shit, so. Also, is it like off center? Give me a second. I'm probably crazy.
I get so busy that little things like that get away from me. But that's normal, isn't it? You get used to the flaws in your own home. It's always confusing for guests. Like my mother used to have everyone take their shoes off in the kitchen. Who does that?
Now, I'm a white girl. It's fairly obvious. This chick looks... I don't want to sound offensive, but she does look like she's from Asia. Isn't the whole taking off of shoes thing a thing in Asia, or is that just like a Japanese-Chinese culture thing?
Oh no, I've become my mother.
What? Are you talking? Whatever.
Oh, one last thing I should warn you about. I've got a roommate. His name is Wilhelm. Well, you'll see.
Oh. I can't. How do I turn this? Give me a second. Yeah, I seriously am just a basic white bitch, so I don't know anything. Rex, stop playing the game! Alright, well, you get to see my desktop for a little bit. Give me a second, let me just... Okay, where's the cord to... See, does that get rid? Yeah, that turns off the power mode. Next gameplay. Okay, I'm back. I just needed to like unplug and replug in my controller to turn it off. But there's probably a better way, but I don't know. I don't care. Oh jeez. Now I just inhaled water weirdly.
Cat scratch.
I failed that. Oh jeez. Ooh, that was perfect. What the cat doing? What the dog doing? Being yeeted, basically. Well, that's him. That's my roommate Wilhelm. He doesn't really like it when I use the elevator, so he's probably in one of his moods. Oh, okay. Well, it's about time he and I had a conversation about boundaries.
Stand up barrier!
Yeah. This was not in the original.
Cat scratch. Cat scratch.
I see, this game makes no sense. Yeah, pretty much. Ah, didn't think he'd take it so hard. No need to blow up at me like that. Honestly, expected better of him. This place is weird. Can we go now? Yeah, sure. I'm just saying my goodbyes. Bye, Wilhelm. Also, I believe... Yeah. Can, like, kick things around a little bit. Why? I don't know. And now this part.
I am so happy we're almost out of here. This isn't really what I expected to be doing with my day.
Well, at least we found Dali. Imagine how much worse it would have been without her.
Rex's diet, collard greens and super worms mainly.
Right. So, where do you live? I'll walk you back home, or maybe I can borrow my mom's car and drive you if it's outside of Frankton.
I just noticed Alex's breathing is like smoother than her animations. That is weird.
What do you mean? This is my home. This is where I live.
And also with about on the topic of Rex's diet, it's mainly collard greens and super worms. But sometimes I'll give him like a raspberry or something. He doesn't really care for fruit all that much.
What? You live in this shithole?
Yeah.
That's not very nice. I'd never call your house a crap hole because I have manners. Ever heard of them, Alex?
Sorry. It's just not every day I meet a girl who lives in an old factory.
I don't see it that way. I almost feel as if the factory lives with me. As if the factory, just like Dali, is part of me.
Yeah. I mean, you are in a factory, so it's cool.
The factory is part of you?
Wow, you're almost as dumb as you look. Of course, the factory isn't part of me. That's just weird.
But do you actually live here?
Yeah, just me and Dolly. But usually Dolly is better about keeping me company, you know? He isn't always just running off to God knows where.
I reflected on her words. A mysterious girl who lived with her cat in an old steel mill. It was obvious to me that her words didn't contain the entire truth.
Something about her compelled me. Pieces of her story started to fit together in
Yeah.
my mind. Well, at least that's what I thought at the time. I can admit now that some pieces were pure fabrication on my part.
You know this chick for like 20 minutes.
In my head, her story went something like this. Sammy was homeless. A runaway woman who was trying to escape hard times. Someone who had found refuge in her cat. Maybe the only thing left from her previous life. Somehow this felt right inside my head. And still, I could tell I was missing something. Her clothes were clean, her breath was fresh. And she was much more energetic than any homeless girl I'd ever known. Not that I'd known many. The secret to what I was missing lay in her temperament.
Is that your hobby?
Is what my hobby?
Staring off into space and screwing up your face as if to say, what's going on inside my head is really important, so just let me think.
Hey, I don't make that fit.
And now this part. If you heard of the controversies about this game, you will probably recognize this part. Alex is also based. I have never seen anybody call Alex based.
Please don't touch me, not again. Let me be. You promised you wouldn't move me again.
Yeah, what's happening now? Why is... Hello, game?
Please don't. Alex, don't let them take me, please.
I had known her for less than 2 hours when she vanished from my sight.
Took you 2 hours, nearly 2 hours to get out of there, buddy. It took me 20 minutes to play that section. God damn it, Alex.
Sammy was gone for good, swept away as if she'd never been there at all. A door into nothing, into a different reality, opened up and swallowed Sammy whole. At that moment, I couldn't think. I couldn't breathe. All I could do was replay the scene of her being pulled into obscurity by nothing. There 1 second and gone the next.
Sammy was taken from your party. Thank you for visiting. We want to thank you for your continued patronage. You are my favorite customer. Please come again soon.
The calm night wind of springtime seemed to contrast the inner workings of my brain. I was moving on autopilot back towards my home. I felt as if I'd seen something that wasn't meant to be seen. As if the curtain had lifted on reality and exposed the man upstairs.
You have to let this play. He won't let you continue the game until he's shut up.
Understood. Something had changed inside of me. Pulsating through my veins was the energetic charge of irrevocable loss, all for a woman I didn't know. This feeling wasn't pure. It was cut with something I couldn't put my finger on at the time.
Lust?
I believe now that it was a profound sense that I had discovered
Horniness?
something. Only problem was this something wasn't meant to be seen. In that moment, I was a child finding a magazine meant only for an adult's eyes.
You said that
I
already!
was both intrigued and repulsed, confused by the images spinning inside my head.
My lizard is concerned for me. Factory hotel, what the... Oh, I'm gonna just run. Right, for problems, yeah. What the fuck? You're not supposed to be here yet.
How did I not see it? It was already broken.
Dude, you're not supposed to be here for another like 3 hours. What the hell are you doing here? What are you doing? Pooping on me? I don't know why there's $5 bills up in this. Yes, I do like writing. I haven't been writing a whole lot lately, but I've been wanting to get back into it. Am I good at it? No, but I know what the I know that you need to kind of can't keep on talking like that. Hi, Rex. Dead. Public, I have a fan fiction for Genshin Impact, so of course it's a fan fiction, so I don't know if you're in that at all, so I don't know if you would be interested in. I did also have a horror story that I never really posted outside of like friend group once. Maybe after stream I'll try to find that that short little horror story, just like post it. Yeah, I feel comfortable in maybe when they're monologuing I can pull it out and actually read something interesting. Like quiet, shut up, make the game shut up, and then just read out it. Probably be so much more entertaining. Chest behind here. Good think another Alex monologue is coming up, so I could just make when he just basically repeats what he said.
When I arrived home, tired, confused, and out of breath, I tossed my things on the floor and made my way to the couch.
Alright. Oh yeah, it closes the game, I forgot. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, thank you. What's up? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? Oh. That's schoolwork. Nope, that is definitely not it. Where the hell is it? Now, I've been meaning to change this, but I haven't really thought of one to change it to. Alright, give me a second. Let me switch over to here for a second. Do I have it in Google Docs? Yeah, I do have it in Google Docs. Here it is. Alright. Let me actually. That's good. I didn't completely lose it. Just download it to Word. Let me see. Yeah, this is a fairly short horror story made for a competition. So, yeah, let me just see. Try something out while I have that. Okay, yeah, I'll be able to rate it low. So let me just switch over to here. Competitive writing, more like it was just for a small like end server competition. So while Alex is monologuing, I'm just gonna rate this.
Home yet. I wasn't surprised.
First, I should probably just mute this because honestly, what he's saying doesn't mean anything. Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm gonna take this off, otherwise it's gonna annoy me. Alright, this is a short, like 9-page horror story called A Character's Purpose. I am gonna try my best to read this. Enjoy. Amy, A Character's Purpose by me. Amy, I'm ready to go, so get your butt over here, I yelled from the apartment door. Calm down, Sammy. Female voice yelled back at me. Okay, I guess he didn't monologue well long enough. Oh well, Alex could just stand there staring into space. Female voice yelled back at me. I just need to fix this one line. There, coming. The owner voice bolted out of one of the bedrooms. She was my younger twin sister, Amy, a webcomic writer. She had strawberry blonde hair, dimples, and even at 25, she still had a baby face. Shared the apartment's rent, cleaning, and food. Work at an office job while she stays at home, writing and slash or drawing her comic. And was before I knew about the shitstorm of the real world because I was still in school. So it's kind of old, but it's not like this isn't like something I wrote in middle school or anything like that. So I do see some weird typos and grammatical mistakes. I tend to do that. She already had a massive following on Tumblr, so it no surprise if she started doing it professionally. Sorry, Nate's smile wasn't working for me, so I had to fix it. Can you do that after lunch? I asked. Nope, then I would come back and see a million other things wrong with it. Won't that happen anyway? Shut up and go get in the car. We locked the door, took the elevator down, said hello to Miss Willow as she watered the plants outside. Got into the car and drove off towards our favorite cafe. Placed our order and waited at the table and started talking. At least I was until Amy pulled out her tablet and started writing on it. Amy, this is supposed to be a sibling bonding time, not a let's leave the apartment and work on a webcomic while ignoring me time. Just give me a second. I had an idea about Kyle running into a cement truck and getting cement poured on him. Kyle. What are characters in her story? Normally the one who listens to her story idea. Notice when she talks about Kyle, usually something bad ranging from breaking an arm or falling into a supersized blunder. By now I thought she killed him off. By now that's not right. That's redundant. First off, SpongeBob did that first. And second, why? Amy looked up. Why what? The cement truck, the blender, the torture. Why do you do that to Kyle? Is he some guy you hated in the past or a villain or some asshole? I asked. Amy shook her head, keeping her tablet open. No, I'm doing it just because. Confused. Just because? There's no rhyme or reason to it? He just has bad luck? Not really, no. I just need someone to darken the tone a bit to make it more serious. Amy said with a strange glee. By killing someone off? No, all of that did happen to him. Keep resurrecting him after the deed is done. Table 5, your food is ready, the person at the counter said. I got up, took the tray, and set it in front of us. So you continuously kill someone over and over again for darkening the tone? I'm really starting to question her writing abilities. I haven't read her comic because I've been working a lot. Today was one of my few free days, so I never had a chance to. Not just that. That would be too lighthearted. Amy said, taking her cup and drinking it. I'm sorry, what? Kyle never wins. He never gets the girl or boy having to decide he should be gay, straight, or bi yet. He feels at everything. He's just a weight on Nate's back. But why? I asked. Wouldn't it be better just to kill him off to show how dark the tone is? Act like those stupid tumblerinas, she snapped. Those people keep on telling me the same thing, but I just ignore them because it's my story and my characters, so I can do whatever it is I want. Now eat your BLT and don't tell anybody about what I said. It would be spoilers anyway. I was taken aback as she ate her sandwich. I thought she was nicer than that. So why have this one guy get beaten up physically and mentally so much that death would be considered a blessing for this guy for no reason? Begun eating my own sandwich as she changed the subject to cats for some reason. When we were done, drove around a bit to see the trees blossoming back to life before going back home. Soon as we walked in, Amy bolted in her room as I put my keys away. Sat on the couch with my laptop to see if I can get some extra work done. Amy yelled, Sammy, did you touch my computer? Amy, I was with you for the majority of the day. How could I have done something? Well, my computer's rebooting itself. How the hell did that happen? I rolled my eyes. Probably updating itself. Computers do that, you know. No, shush, I'm working. About 15 minutes later, Amy yelled again. Okay, I seriously think either you or someone else is doing it. Amy, I groaned. No, seriously, I pulled up my file I was working on. Kyle's staring at me instead of Nate. Who do you think did that? I yelled back, getting pissed off. Miss Willow? Amy, you probably did that and forgot about it. No, I swear, Amy, knock it off, I interrupt. Before looking at the time, I need to go back to work. Meaning I need to get to. It's leftover pork chop in the fridge if you want it, and don't order pizza with my card again. I heard Amy mumbled to put away my laptop, grabbed my stuff, and walked out. Damn, dear, what was that yelling about? Miss Willow asked me, a calico and Siamese cat trailing behind her. Miss Willow was the definition of crazy cat lady, having 12 cats in her apartment. I fixed my shirt as I head towards the elevator. Nothing to worry about, Miss Willow, I said. Just my sister being an airhead. Miss Willow smiled. Good to know it wasn't a breakup argument. I would hate to see a young couple break up. Did I mention she was slightly senile? Maybe it's my sister, not my girlfriend. I said as the elevator opened. Wish I could talk more, but I need to get to work. I'm questioning. This is just like rapid pace. Then again, I think there was supposed to be a word limit or something on like this. I don't remember, and I don't think, and I don't have access to that pace anymore. Miss Willow waved at me. See you later, Sam. I disinfect those bugs really good so that poor family doesn't have to deal with them biting the children. I gave her a deadpan look as the door closed. Debugging tech, not real bugs, I said. Once I'm done to the lobby. Once I'm down in the lobby, I walked towards my car, hop into it, drove to my place of work. My friend Timmy met me there. Glad you could make it, Sammy. How was your lunch with Amy? Very weird to say least. I said as we walked into the building together. She went a rant about her comic, didn't she? He asked. More or less. So what does... My phone started ringing as we waited for the elevator to open. Took it out of my pocket and saw it was Amy. I picked it up. What is it now? Amy. Yeah, something's wrong with the printer, she said, strangely scared. I sighed. For someone who puts her comic online, she shouldn't even be using, unless she was planning to scare me. Pull out the paper tray and try to find the jam. Once you do, you can print whatever it is you want to scare me, I said as the door opens, Timmy trying not to snort. There's no paper jam. The printer's just printing out those splotch things you see at the therapist place, except it's not just black. Amy, knock it off. This Sammy character I made is such a jackass, I said, walking into the elevator with my friend. Stop trying to get back at me something I didn't do. Sammy, I'm not lying. Something's up with the printer. Goodbye, Amy. The machines are as live as your characters are, only in your imagination. Without waiting for an answer, I hung up and put my phone on vibrate. The hell was that about, Sammy? Timmy asked. Your guess is as good as mine, I said, shrugging. Got off the floor and went to the meeting room. Our boss talked for a long... Whoops, I clicked on that. Well, I constantly got phone calls and messages from someone, probably Amy. Thankfully, the phone is on silent, so I don't have to deal with everyone looking at me. Meeting went on longer than I thought, ending at 9 instead of 7. Jeez. I haven't even really given a description for a shit. Once it was done, I got up, thanked everyone, and left. On the way home, I grabbed a Subway sandwich and ate it while driving. Pulled up to my apartment complex and took the elevator up. As I got up, I noticed the light up on my door was out. The bulb was about out. I walked up to the door and remembered the amount of texts I got during the meeting. I pulled out and saw that Amy had indeed called and texted me multiple times. I opened my phone and read over the text messages. The ink splotches are forming into words. Sammy, I'm scared. They're saying why over and over. Sammy, please speak up. Sammy, the printer spewed out ink. What do I do? Sammy, I need you. Help. I turned on my...
If your safety is at risk, ask me to call emergency services or someone you
No,
trust.
no, don't. Siri, shut up. No, turn off. Siri jump scare. Started texting horror as I really turned into glitchy world. What the hell was happening? I locked the door and opened it. The lights were off, so I used the flashlight on my phone to see. So the printer was busted, ink leaking out of it with Dad's baseball bat stuck in it. Amy? I screamed for her. Amy, where are you? I ended up finding her in a room completely covered in ink. Amy, what the hell did you do? Kyle's alive, he's here. Amy said, rocking back and forth. What? I asked. He kept moving on the computer, then he came out of the printer. He attacked me. I saw everything hurt. He said he wanted... He said he wanted to kill me, but he didn't because he said it was too merciful. Sammy, please help me. Looked at her in confusion. Amy, are you lying to me, or did you just lose it? Amy looked at me, then something behind me. I glanced back and saw nothing, but then she screamed and jumped on me. No, I want you to let me hurt me again, Kyle. You're not real, she yelled, trying to strangle me. I tried pushing her off, but she was stronger only because of pure fear. I don't think if that's how it works. Again, this is this is just like, I don't think I even had an editor for this, so this is just me putting down shit. I tried to push her off. Oh, wait. My vision was darkening as she continued to scream bloody murder. Last thing I remember before blacking out was someone yelling at her. It's been a few months since Amy was admitted to the mental ward. Jeez. Doctors said that she might have been so wrapped up in her stories that she couldn't tell what was real anymore. Come back to work after a near-death experience after a few weeks. Apartment was cleaned up. Miss Well believed I was in a hostile relationship with Amy, so that's why she called the police. Everything was mostly back to normal. Police took everything Amy had stored her stuff on. Thanks to a sticky note I found, I logged in so her account, explained to her fans what happened to her, and that comic has been cancelled before the police had her account suspended. I don't think that's how it works. Still don't understand why she suddenly just break like that. I decided to head to the cafe where we would always go for a snack. Ordered my food and saw in our usual spot a brown-haired teenager sitting by himself. I never saw him before, so I decided to introduce myself. Hello, my name is... The man looked at me with a smile. Hello, Sammy. It's finally nice to meet you. I blinked. Did I know this man? What do you mean? He chuckled as he's offered a seat, which I took. A few months ago, you helped me out of a poisonous relationship. You talking here with someone I knew, and thanks to your words, I got the strength to break out. Someone he knew? Was he talking about Amy? You're welcome, I guess? He chuckled again. No need to do that, Sammy. Amy was a bitch, and I should have realized it sooner. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. He held out his hand. I took it and shook it, noticing how cold it was. Pulled my hand away and saw printer ink. My name was Kyle. Dun dun dun. So yeah, that was my first attempt at horror. So it's like 9 pages, so it's fairly short. It needs a lot of editing, but yeah, that's the story. It definitely needs so much refining. Probably like an actual editor. Like, why is my body all twisted up? What the hell happened? Thank you very much. No, seriously, what's up with my body? Why am I sideways? Hello? There I go. Why are my eyes closed? Alright. Thank you very much. I was very proud about that. Appreciate that you took the time to read it. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I honestly just need to get back into writing. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stories I would like to create. Speaking of stories, we'll have to get back to this one. Honestly, I feel like with these lengthy monologues, this game would have done so much better as just a young adult novel or something like that. But because I've seen yeah, I don't have any like more short stories like that, but I'm definitely gonna try to get back into writing. There's definitely this one story I want to finish. I have like, yeah, I like one story I've been working. When did that movie come out? Slightly inspired by that movie. When did it come out? 2010. Holy shit! I've been working on this one story for like 14 years. Yeah, I wanted it to be like, it was also my first time of going into like a first person story. And I wanted to like you kind of like Sammy be like, oh, is it a guy? Is it a girl? Because I never actually confirmed its gender, kind of like a self-insert kind of story. But, thank you very much. That actually makes me happy. I'm gonna be honest, imposter syndrome is very real, and it's so stupid. Whee. Anyway, let's get back into the game.
There was a moment of apathy where I almost didn't click the link. The last thing he sent me that was allegedly scary turned out to be a picture of two elephants locked in the throes of passion.
I didn't know. I don't even know how I did that. Like, I'm rotating in real life, but my model isn't. Like, her head is, but it's not her body. I don't know how that happened.
I thought of all the things it could be. More animal porn, human porn, cartoon porn. You could never really guess with this guy. But it was most certainly going to be pornographic.
Dude, what the hell?
Maybe a girl from my high school was now into adult videos and was doing some particularly unladylike things. While the video loaded, I thought of all the girls I had gone to school with who might be involved in such activities. All the girls that came to mind neither had the looks nor the motivation to seek out an adult filmmaker. I gave up. I just have to wait for it to finish downloading. When the file had finished downloading, I waited with fading patience for my computer to open it in QuickTime.
I'm pretty sure this is like so big news for like, oh, nostalgia, I remember the dial-up noise and QuickTime and shit like that, and I'm like, I was a 2000 kids, I don't know shit about this.
Finally, it was loaded.
Girl gets into an elevator and weird shit happens. Alright. Zoomer moments, yeah. I don't think... I started interacting with the human world in 1990... in the late 1990s. So I think that would make me technically a Gen Zer, maybe? Anyway. I also have another thing to complain about this game. I don't know. So, how many have you guys heard of the Lisa Lim case? I don't remember exactly when it happened, when or where it happened, but maybe, yeah. But yeah, this is too much like the Lisa Lim case, and a lot of people got upset about it, especially later in the story. Like, it's one thing to do like an homage to it, it's another thing to do what these people did. If you don't know about the Lisa Lim case, that's the Asian girl in the elevator where it's like she's like looking around like someone's stalking her. She disappears for a couple of days, and you find her people found her in a water tower. Yeah, it's that case. And I'm just gonna say it because it's not worth it. This game is like a 40-hour plus game, or maybe even 50-hour. But Sammy never comes back. She is gone. Like, she's only there for a plot point for Alex to start looking into the supernatural. That's all she is. it's like, I can see people doing like an homage to like, oh, this poor girl, like, and stuff like that. But this, she's nothing more than a plot point in this game. Yeah, this is just... And that's not even just implied that she's just, that's all she is. It's literally spoken out that by the characters that she's nothing more than, yeah, we used that poor girl just to get you start looking around. But would anything else motivate you? It's not right. I know that developer's doing some updates. Hi, Panda.
So, is this what a college graduate does? Spend hundreds of thousands of his mother's hard-earned money to lounge around all day? It's already 2 p.m. Don't you think you should be getting out of bed?
Yeah.
Just, can you keep it down, please?
Yeah, the developers are supposed to be updating this game that's supposed to like revamp the tedious combat system and the story, but I don't know when that's coming out. It said early 2004, but who knows how early 2014.
I had a rough night. Can't get that video out of my head.
Alex, can I ask you a serious question?
Do you have to? It's too early for serious questions.
That doesn't work with me. I'm not your mommy. I don't let you get away with letting things slide.
Okay, fine. What is it then?
Why didn't you go back and look for her after she vanished from the elevator? Why did you run straight home?
If you had seen her being pulled out of the elevator, you'd have known she was gone for good too. Besides, it's...
You're forgetting that I was there. I saw it too, and I get it.
I haven't really actually studied anything. Most of my quote-unquote studying is listening to people, listening to game reviews, movie reviews, book reviews, like sometimes even multiple times because I like it as background noise, but I don't have like a degree or anything in it. A degree in technology, but not writing. I should. Most of it is just like me figuring. I guess in a way, I'm just self-taught. I don't use AI either. One time I used AI, I felt sick, and it was just me trying to figure out why the hell Minecraft wasn't working. But honestly, yeah, AI shit. Yeah. I call myself like the neurosurgeon to make things understandable. Because big brain, yeah. I mainly deal with like the software, like the inner workings, the quote unquote the brains. So I call myself the neurosurgeon of technology.
You're scared, right? So you ran home. I understand, but maybe when you've mustered up some courage, you can put on your big boy pants and see if you can find her.
Yeah, maybe.
Now get yourself out of bed. Take a shower. You smell terrible.
I knew he was right. I couldn't let myself live with the guilt of not going back to look for her. Why did I run away? Why did I just stand there and let her get pulled into what? What exactly had she been pulled into? Just the thought of going back to the factory.
Smartage. It's like best. Give me 1 sec. Here's the thing about me. I can understand big, with mathematical equations. I can understand, like, the complex shit. Where I fail at is the simple stuff. Like, seriously, like, most of the time in math, I would understand how the problem works and able to do it, but I would bloody forget to move, like, the negative. To bring over the negative or some shit like that. It's horrible. I understand the complex, but 9 plus 10? If it's a meme, I don't know it. If it's legit, it's 19. It's like the more complex shit. Yeah, I understand the complex shit. I would just end up forgetting, like, the negative or something. Or a decimal or some shit like that. And I honestly pause this to say, is it like, paralyzed with fear an actual thing? So, Alex, don't beat yourself too much over that.
But if I didn't go back, I knew I'd never be able to live with myself.
19 plus 10 equals 21. What? Why? I mean, I thought I knew all the meme numbers, like, the meme. Yeah, I figured it was an internet meme. I mean, I know, like, 420 is the weed number, and 69, you're supposed to go, like, nice to it, and that's all I know about, but I don't understand. 19 plus 10 is 21? What the hell is that? I don't get it. 19! God damn it.
I think there was a part of me that
Yeah, the Satan number.
that I was missing something. Some vital piece of information that slipped my mind. The whole thing could be explained logically.
Honestly, Alex can just... Yeah, this is another... Oh, nope, that's the end of the monologue. Oh, no, here's another monologue.
We are inside a room. We can tell from the decorations on the
Yeah, I
wall
actually
that
read
it is
the
a
Book of
female story.
Revelations before.
The
It's
unremarkable,
weird.
inadequate lighting reveals to us that there is someone in the room. Although who is not yet clear to us.
I don't
For the
know
others
why
in the
this
room,
game is doing
the
this.
expressionless decor and bedding show uninteresting taste. Although there are the
Also, like,
symbols of a bedroom,
42, I
there's
think, is
something
like
inhuman
the
about the layout and
answer
decorations.
to all
We
life.
get the impression
something like
that
that.
the room is a parody of a human woman's room. With a quick survey of the interior, our eyes come to rest on a figure unconsciously placed inside the bed. We know from her plastic finish that she is both unconscious from a lack of humanity inside of her vessel. And
This is what I mean,
unconscious
that
from a
this
lack
game
of
would
power
probably work better as a
running her
book.
circuits. The low electric
I
hum
think
of
it's
the
from,
room
like,
detracts
hit
from the music playing at a low
Hitchhiker's
level from the
Guide or
record
something
player
like that.
in the corner
I haven't
of
seen the
room.
movie. I just know that a reference
As we
from that
observe
in
the motionless
Spore.
figure, we gradually come to sense that she isn't well, that she is broken in some way. We feel compelled to refer to the figure in the bed as a woman. However, her exposed circuitry holds our words. We bring the camera closer to her face and ponder what she is. Her face is lined with the most profound solemnance. We confer with each other and come to an agreement.
Okay, so let's review. You met a girl in an old factory, and she vanishes within an hour of you meeting her.
So, there's one thing I learned when writing. How do you want to view the media? What's the best medium for this? There's definitely some stories that would gladly fit into a game. Maybe Lord of the Rings or some shit like that. Or like Sonic. Mr. 305? Don't know that one. Some books only work well as books. You cannot really adequately transfer it to the live screen. Talents notwithstanding. Or hell, sometimes even books are better on the movie because, like, the Twilight series. I heard the movies are a lot better than the books, only by like, but the bar isn't exactly all that high. And this game could honestly be so much better if they just wrote a YA book, honestly. I haven't actually seen any of Twilight or even touched the books. There were a moment when my middle school break, I was like middle school when those books came out. And once I learned that they were romance, I was immediately disinterested. I liked vampires at the time, but the whole romance angle of it was like, I don't like romance. I find romance insanely boring. Hear me out. I wouldn't be surprised if they already done that. I mean, 50 Shades of Grey is a fucking fan fiction of Twilight. So, or at least originally it was, so. I bet there's some manga out there that does that exact trope. I mean, there's not hentai, the Harlem genre for a reason. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, this game, the game is pretty, yes. And the music's awesome, really, really good. So far, at least. But these monologues, it would fit better in a YA book, honestly. Like, or maybe a bit older demographic, but yeah, this would fit in a book style so much better than a game format, honestly. And I've played up into Windtown, oh my gosh. And yeah, I mentioned this earlier in the stream. There is a way to reduce these monologues, but this is how the game shipped originally in 2019. Oh yeah, no, seriously, you have not seen the worst of it. There's this one chick later in the 30-hour mark near the end of the game who will monologue for like 10 minutes. I am not joking. She monologues for 10 minutes. Look it up. It's like meeting the Incentia 2000. So gosh. And I do believe you can do these a bit more wordy stuff better. Like, Baldur's Gate honestly does this so much better. There are times where the people are just talking. And sure, you pipe in, everyone. You will pipe in, and sometimes your answers change the course, but it's like, it's done so much better. Oh god. And I feel bad because honestly, as soon as I heard about this game originally, it ate my mind for like weeks. The game, yeah, this is an English game. This is not like an off situation where it was translated from French to English. This is English. I think the Act brothers are English American. Yeah, this is pure English. And hell, Wolf had kind of this problem too, but it's more like using big words. Like, Wolf is a RPG Maker game released in like the 2000s. But yeah. But that at least was translated from... That's a psychological horror game that was translated from French to English. This is just an English game. This originated in English. I don't even know what this game is like in other Englishes. Anyway, enough staring at Panda's face.
Now, with a new sense of bravery, you're running off to the last location you saw her to try and track her down.
Exactly.
In fact, I think Alex is actually played by someone who played for one of the people in the Fire Emblem games. Yeah, I heard were some issues. Like apparently, when the brothers were making this game, they were also taking care of their ailing mother at the same time. So, it's like I don't want to give them too much shit, especially since they're actually trying to fix their game. But it's just like this game isn't exactly good. And this takes place in the 1999s, where Y2k is like around the corner, so the whole YOLO thing is really accurate.
Sounds good to me. I like this Alex with a sense of purpose. Now, if only you could get out of bed before 2 p.m.
Also, this entryway reminds me of the Full House place.
I've had this song stuck in my head. It just won't go away. Did you ever get that? I think they call it an earworm or whatever. But this isn't really the catchy kind of song. This is that sort of thing. It's pretty good, but some of the lyrics are a bit weird. How do they go again?
I think you have the wrong number.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, I've seen clips, but I haven't actually watched the show. Mainly because I'm not really into Marvel.
Alex? You grew a beard!
As the young man got closer, my bewilderment grew. His name was Michael. He was a good kid, a bit younger than me, and usually worth a laugh or two. My hand covered my eyes to block the sunlight to see him better. I thought back to the last time I had seen him. For some reason, I couldn't place any memories of him since before high school. But I knew I must have seen him since then.
College makes you into a man. Makes you into something.
What have you been up to?
Just took the SATs. That's about it.
Sounds intense. How do you think you did?
I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. But then I realized how uncomfortable it was to sit at the edge of my seat, so I sat normally.
What?
Just a little joke. Anyway, you look good. Maybe a few pounds heavier. Guessing you didn't major in exercise science.
Har, very funny. Liberal arts.
What does a liberal art person even do? What is that degree? I don't know what they... Oh.
Great. What do you do with that? Have any fun plans for the summer?
Nothing really. Just got back yesterday. I already spent the day chasing a cat and exploring that old factory by the water tower.
Oh wow, that sounds awesome! Hey, have you ever heard of urban exploration? There's this great website called www.onism1999.com.
Yeah, they're... shit, it's been so long since I took my ACTs. I do not remember them. I don't even remember the score I get. It's basically like showing colleges, oh, this is what you excel in, kind of your scores, like, oh, are you a good fit? Like, whether or not you'll get scholarship. It's for like scholarships and shit like that. Maybe they're used in other countries, but I know they're at least used in America, or at least the United States. I don't know if Canada or Mexico uses them. Isn't that right? What do you think you would get, Rex, on the SATs? I think it also is for a mission. Again, I haven't touched these things in forever. like 2015 or something, so I don't remember shit. Yeah, they're like, maybe they're also, I think I know it depends on the school. Like, I definitely know you're not going to get into Harvard with low SATs. Again, I'm probably talking out of my ass.
These guys break into old buildings and take photos. Usually the places they explore have some sort of urban legend behind them or a ghost story. Most of the stuff is legit, pretty damn creepy.
Did you say Autism 1999? Someone sent me a video from there yesterday. What else do you know about that site?
It's like a conspiracy theory support group. People from all over the world post about political conspiracies, local myths, stuff like that. You don't look so good, dude. Everything okay?
It's something from that page. It's been screwing with my brain.
What exactly did you see on there that has you so freaked out?
I don't know if you saw it or not. It was the one with the girl in the elevator, the one who gets lifted off the ground.
That was supposed to be filmed locally.
Complex? Really stupid. Yeah. It's not the best. I haven't been in it for a while, but from what it's honestly not the best. Is it America? I think America has like the lowest scores out of all the most of the countries. That's not actually a good thing.
I couldn't bring myself to watch it, but all those sick bastards made the gif of her being thrown around like a rag doll. That poor girl. After that went up, everyone on the forum started acting strange, like a sort of darkness had come over the website. It was the first time something like that had been posted that people weren't immediately calling a fake. Something about the look of horror in her face. There's a sick part of people that want it to be real, you know?
Yeah. Michael, when I first got to town and I saw that, there was part of me that wanted to tell Michael everything. To get it all out in the open. But I couldn't bring myself to say it. There was something that felt personal, almost intimate about my meeting with Sammy. Like, in that moment of her disappearance, we were linked. It was from my eyes only. Her memory was from my thoughts only. But I needed to talk to someone about the situation, so I proceeded with caution. I went all over that factory yesterday, and I swear the elevator in there was the same one as in the video. I know that sounds weird, but I really think that video was filmed there.
Really? Okay, let's check it out then.
What? Really? You want to go?
Yeah, why not? Do you mind if we run to the camera shop in Frankton really quick? I was getting my camera repaired. If we go in, I'm gonna want to take pictures. Photos would be like gold on Onism.
Yeah, sure. Let's just go quick.
That building isn't going anywhere anyway. Besides, the whole thing is probably a hoax. I checked the paper this morning and there wasn't a mention of a missing Frankton girl.
Yeah, okay. Let's just not let anyone beat us to the punch.
Michael.
No way! They opened up an arcade in Frankton? That's awesome! Wow! How long has this been here?
They opened it about 3 weeks ago. I still haven't gone in. I've been waiting until they fixed my camera so I could get some great photos of the place. I hear they have a bunch of import games.
Import games? From where?
Japan, mostly.
Aren't, like, all games made in Japan?
Well, at least the good ones are. Although there are some good RTSs on PC I've been playing lately, and I'm pretty sure those are made in the US.
Depends, but I know it depends on the school, but pretty much, yeah. Or at least a college. Public school is like funded through taxpayer dollars, if I remember correctly. Private schools are definitely like, pay $100 for your kid to wear a uniform and sit in a class. Colleges, on the other hand, that's where the expensive part comes in. Yeah.
Yeah? I never got into those kind of games myself. Always been more of an RPG guy.
I don't have kids, so it's not like I have to deal with paid for schools yet.
RPG games are seriously the best! Chrono Trigger, Lufia 2, Secret of Mana! Those games are like the holy grail of my youth!
Michael, those came out in the 90s.
I seriously don't think I'd be the person I am today if it wasn't for them.
Ever played Two Brothers?
Arts Education. I mean, I made him a D&D sheet, and he's a wizard, so I'm pretty sure he's plotting world domination in that tiny little head of his. Ain't that right, lizard? You're plotting world domination. I know it. Don't stare at me like that.
That's a sort of ARPG, although its focus really isn't on combat.
Two Brothers? Nope. That's a terrible name for a game, though. Sounds like a diner or a pizza place. Those guys really should work on their naming conventions.
Alright, developers.
Anyway, let's hit up the arcade really quick after we get your camera, and then head over to the factory. I just want to step in to smell that combination of grease and BO.
Yeah, let's do that then. Really? Grease and BO, dude?
Do we have spooky music? It's a pasta, put it in a box. Oh yeah. Hello, lizard. Oh, you're snuggling up to me. I love you. Jane Goddard Memorial Park. Oh. See you later. I think my brother would really like you. Let's act my advice on some romantic things to say to his girlfriend. My heart loved till now for sight for an ear. I saw true beauty till this night. What? She's so romantic. Just hope that just for me. That just broke my head. I had to look at the stream just one moment when my wife disappeared. I have stopped 20 years ago. What? Slide. What slide, lady? Best pickup line? I don't know any pickup lines. Why is this here? I think there's no slide here. Again. Two gone, grateful, run. Wait, where's number 3? Sister comes back. Hope my sister never comes back. Get my own room. The only line I know of is if I If I were to rate you from 1 to 10, I'll rate you a 9 because I'm the one that you need. Or... Seriously, why is this spoopy music playing and what are you doing? Necktie, never grow up, young man, never. Take note on that. Hey, if a girl punches you, don't blame it on me. Want it, but I can't afford it. You wouldn't understand. Huh? Nikolai, I have your camera right here. Thanks. Stealing, go away, hipster scum. Brian's huntsman is always going away on business. I suspect something. Oh, no. Green, you stingle? I know one version of it. I don't think it's the one that you mean. Why is my model frozen? Jeez. There's just a big old empty space here. What the heck?
Yes! This place is the bomb! Wow! This is a lot better than I expected. There's so many beat arcades around.
It's a bunch of consoles that says war or raw on it.
Does that girl live in Frankton? I don't think I've ever seen her before.
Jeez.
I don't know. She's ancient anyway. What do you think she is, 26?
Hey now, that's really not that much older than me, dude.
Oh man, I haven't been in an arcade in forever. I want to go again to another arcade, but it's one that is so far away from me. Arcade is, yeah. It's getting a second season, I heard.
Whatever, you're ancient too.
Let's come back here later. We should get to the factory.
$1. You need change? No, I see. So what do you want? Just to talk? I'm too tired to talk. Work hard 10 hours a day. Go find someone who cares. Excuse me. Still have that. Oh yeah, I just have the cat. Oh yeah, another thing. Dolly? The cat? She's not even really mentioned again, ever. There's like a throwaway line about Dolly, but you just never... Alex never really mentions them again.
We saw something we never could have imagined. A being made of stars. The entire galaxy, no, the universe maybe, compressed into the silhouette of one entity. It hadn't noticed us at first. We were as insignificant to him as the trillions of stars at its core.
It's actually an Earthbound, actually. It's just like, Oh, play. Well, I can't exactly hit the thing.
What the hell was that?
You couldn't say this in the elevator?
What the hell is going on? Wow, what just happened? What? Can you even believe what just happened? Oh man, dude, we need to get your photos developed. Developed? This thing is digital, baby! So what now? Do we just leave? I'm gonna go with yes!
Chapter 2, A Chance Traveler. Woo! We made it to Chapter 2 in 2.5 hours!
Once again.
I think his model's glitched. I think it's supposed to start with his mouth closed.
And once again, I didn't have Sammy with me.
Why is there no voice acting? As I waited outside of Michael's house for him to get his transfer cable, I couldn't help but be uneasy. I still didn't know where Sammy was, and all that we had found was more mystery. Here, dude, let's go upload these. My mom's on the phone. If we want to go online, we'll have to go back to your house. Sorry about all the back and forth here. At least you know where you'll remember where I live. This might be the only stream I'll do on this game, but honestly, if you guys are actually enjoying me ranting, let me know, and I can see if I can set up. I can definitely play more of this game. I hate this game so much because it just monologues endlessly. But another thing is that this game like ate my brain for a good long while. I don't know why.
While we waited for Michael's camera to transfer the photos. He began to talk.
But I do like, just like talking out my shit that I just think up of. Stuff that I learned, stuff that I just know about, just coming to random conclusions. And I feel like this game is, it's like this, I don't like this game, but it's not like, I don't like it in the fact, and like, it just like aggravates me and I'm not hunting. Yes I do. I am actually, enjoying this. It's just like, I'm enjoying ranting how bad the game is. Like, there's a certain limit of what game I would, like, play. Like, when I first started streaming, I did, like, oh, let's do a bunch of RPG Maker horror game week. And there was this one game called Red Bow, and I hated that game so much because I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. I got soft locked so many times. It was not a good game. I think it was based off of like Japanese myths, but I know shit about them. So 60 seconds is that's like the apocalyptic war, no, survival game, is it? I think the game broke. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, now the game froze. What the hell? I was just sitting here ranting. Game?
I was talking to my cousin about this recently.
I haven't heard that looping stuck sound in forever.
Specifically, your reflection doing something that you were not doing.
There are like I don't know if they might have gotten a badge, but I do know like the last 2 dungeons of this game can be unstable. Like I've seen people just crash. Everything just locks up. But who the hell knows if we'll ever actually get there.
He has a 6-year-old daughter. She's really precocious. Apparently, she told my cousin that when she looked into the mirror, she was smiling, but that she knew she wasn't smiling. When I thought about that, I knew it would destroy any respect you had for the rules of life or the boundaries of what could happen. I asked him what he said, and he just shrugged his shoulders and said, kids say weird shit.
Yes, kid. So, a 6-year-old kid telling their parent that they saw in the reflection their reflection smiling, but they weren't. And that made you rethink life. Buddy, you're 18! Or something like that.
I pushed him a little bit on the subject later on after he had a few drinks in him, and he said that it scared him to picture his daughter and another version of his daughter in the mirror, smiling when the other looked so miserable. He told me that his wife said his daughter was just confused, that she probably felt sad but was smiling from having fun playing. So inside she wasn't smiling, but outside she was. Maybe she couldn't understand what it meant to look happy outward.
Oh, yes, they are. I'm like the oldest of a lot of kids, so.
Depression. But I don't know. She is a smart kid, and somehow it felt wrong.
And this will become relevant never. Take a shot at every time they say or do something that's completely irrelevant to whatever the hell they're talking about, or never become relevant later in the game. Don't do this only with water, otherwise you'll die of alcohol poisoning.
Reflection smiled at her? That's really creepy. Have you ever had any other experiences with paranormal stuff? Like before?
Not really. I've always had a bit of an interest in it. I always thought that these sort of things follow certain people around. Like there's something that picks a particular person and forces them to see all the weirdness that others miss out on.
You say that with a lot of affection.
I don't know. It's just kind of been my thing for a while.
About like the supernatural
ghosts,
shit?
people, things like that.
Like, I don't exactly believe in it. A paranormal experience. I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't really necessarily mess with that stuff. Part of it is with my upbringing, and part of it's like, if this stuff actually exists, I want no part of it at all. I mean, I guess the most creepy thing is that in my my parents' house, they have late in the night they have this like heater, and sometimes it will sound like someone drilling because the gears are grinding because the house is so old. But I'm trying to think. My sister had one of my sisters have, but I don't think I myself has. Deja. Well, I do remember. I had this dream when I was a kid. I think I was like 7 or something. Like I was playing with my dogs in the backyard of an apartment complex, which I never lived in. And I was kind of like, I do remember exactly what it looks like, or kind of. But then later on, I managed to actually, like later on in like, when I was an adult, I managed to actually saw the backyard. I saw the backyard in my dream in real life. I think that's probably a Matrix glitch or something like that. It was so freaking weird. Like the sense of deja vu, and then suddenly the dream that I don't remember very much. I don't even remember if I was actually playing with dogs. I just remembered the backyard of a bunch of apartment complexes. Also remember, like, I think we visited my cousin, or when she recently, like, moved out of her house. False memory. I don't know, honestly. You know, I'm trying to think about it. All I remember is just, like, seeing, it was, like, apartment complex, kind of, like, lined up in, like, a neighborhood. And I call it apartment complex. It's probably not exactly. It's more like probably like condos or something like that. But it was just lined up like in a normal neighborhood with a bunch of wire fences, and they were like on a hill. And I was like on a top hill, and it kind of like dipped down. There was a wire fences for some of the places, and then there was like a big old hill nearby, and I think there was also a creek. It was the freakiest shit, dude. I definitely know I have like false memories, or like the Mandela effect has happened. I remember playing when I was like 10 years old, Ocarina of Time, and meeting the Re-Deads for the first time. I swear to God, I remember them screaming, like, when their scream was like a woman screaming bloody murder. I remember that so vividly. But when I went back to play, it was just a simple, ah! And that was it. And I was confused as fuck. I would emulate the screen, but it's like 10 p.m. and I have neighbors, and I don't want to wake them up or anything like that. But yeah, it was the freakiest shit. I also remember a time where I went to visit my cousin. She like recently graduated or moved out of her parents' house or something like that, and it was this. I remember her moving into this dystopian looking neighborhood. Like, my God, every house looked the same. Every house was like a perfect family house, all like connected up on the sides. There was no like side field for you to cross over to the backyard. Everything was painted white. It was like the people were creepy, and I cannot for the life of me remember if it was actually if it was a dream or fucking real life. Either way, it was dystopian looking, and it freaked me out. And that's all I really actually remember of the. Or at least I don't remember of paranormal shit or like Matrix glitches. I actually need to watch that movie. I don't know. I just know of like the red pill and the blue pill shit, but after that, I don't know shit about that. Again, I don't really go out looking for like haunted shit because A, because of my upbringing, and B, because if this stuff is real, I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to be rooming with a demon who's gonna end up dead with mysterious means. I certainly am. I've been talking a lot this stream because this game is so fucking boring. And I actually kind of enjoy it. I don't really get to yap about myself a whole lot. I'm normally a quiet person in real life, but it's just like... But yeah, it's like sometimes I do like being the center of attention. Kind of 2 cars and 1 police car, but no people. Spoopy. That is kind of creepy. Yeah, I don't really have any other. I'll definitely think about it to see if I remember anything more, but the dystopian neighborhood and the weird dream turned reality backyards, that was freaky as fuck.
When did you first get into this sort of thing?
I can't remember one thing that really pulled me in.
Oh god. Oh, that is creepy as hell. Like, it's creepy enough that you're the one who sees it and everybody thinks you're bloody insane. But the fact that you can confirm that has happened? Oh gosh.
My parents always fell asleep watching TV. I used to sneak into their room and watch those missing persons shows while they were sleeping. Once your mom finally got internet to Frankton, I started checking out some of the more paranormal websites. Before long, I realized that the information was too scattered. I spent a few weekends learning HTML, and before I knew it, Onism 1999 had over 15,000 hits each week.
Oh god.
You were involved with making Onism 1999?
Oh, that's even creepier. Like, oh, car crash. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows how bad it was? And it's just like the sirens blaring, but there was nobody there. What the fuck has happened?
You didn't know that? I figured that's why you kept talking to me about the missing Asian girl.
No, I just needed to get all that off my chest. Look, Michael, I need to be entirely honest with you, but yeah, just promise me you won't think I'm insane or anything.
Oh god! Oh, that is creepy as fuck! Like, hey, there's a car crash and one of your guys' parole or officers' car is here, but no one's here. Yeah, you're the first person who's called about this. Oh gosh, I would just like, oh well, I'm gonna jump into I'm gonna find the nearest church and jump into a pool full of holy water. Honestly, that would have what I would have done.
I met the girl who went missing. Her name is Sammy.
I do not blame you. Like, what the fuck? Was it aliens? Was it the supernatural?
I
Who
followed
knows?
the cat into the abandoned factory, and I found her there. She had been looking for her cat. I just assumed the cat hung out there and she had gone in to try and find him when he didn't go back home. But the thing is, she said some really strange stuff. Stuff about living in the factory, pretending not to know what elevators were. Well, okay, maybe not pretending. I think she really didn't know what they were. There were weird gaps in her knowledge that I had interpreted as her being quirky, but now I wonder if there was actually something really wrong with her.
You saw her yesterday, right? So you saw her after she went missing? That's actually a good thing, Alex. This means she wasn't taken by some serial killer or a rapist.
It means she was swallowed up by a being made of stars and planets. How is that better?
Fair enough. So, what was her last name? Did she tell you that much? Maybe we can check online for a missing persons report. You could call the police and tell them you know where the video was taken.
I don't know. There still is a part of me that thinks that, like...
What, that you dreamed it? Dude, I don't know. That would be a pretty specific dream. So you think you went into the factory, came home, and then had a really realistic dream where you met a missing girl you hadn't seen before?
But... You see, she didn't exactly look like the girl in the video. There was something skeletal about her appearance. Something otherworldly.
Otherworldly?
Yeah. Dude, just forget I said it. Did the pictures upload?
Yeah, let me pull them up. How is this possible? They completely distorted the photos!
Holy shit!
Okay, well, yeah, this is pretty otherworldly.
It was as if someone had cracked an egg over my head. What trickled out was hot dread, a feeling of pure anxiety. All of my fears were confirmed. What I was experiencing was real. There was no doubt about it.
Why am I over there?
We uploaded the photos to Onism 1999 and waited for an explanation. We had our doubters, but more people wanted to believe than not. And with each reply, Sammy got pushed further away from the forefront of the discussion. I explained how the building was the same one from the elevator girl video, but everyone was more concerned by the creepy figures in the photo. Each time my little mailbox turned red, I slowly realized that everyone on this forum wanted the content to be true. They needed it to be. A few people tried to explain why the photos were distorted, but most people believed it to be ghosts, or the devil, or other stupid things like that. I considered myself something of a philosopher in college. I thought I had answers, but now that I've come face to face with the otherworldly, I know now that every person who tells you about spirituality, dead people, and all that have no idea what they're talking about. Someone told a lie and it somehow stuck. I told the truth, and it just gets muddied up by that same ancient myth. With the exception of my post, most of the things on that forum seemed like lies. That wasn't until about 2 weeks after my post, when a user posted something about a girl who could rip holes in time and space. I wouldn't have believed it myself, but he had photos. We had seen the girl before.
So you realize we've seen this chick before, right?
Oh, really? Where? Wait.
Knew you'd get there eventually. It's that old lady from the arcade.
Jeez, enough with that old crap. She's probably our age.
Don't lump me in with you 20-somethings. I have a bright future ahead of me.
Oh, if only you knew. Just wait till you're done with college. You'll be...
boring and fat like the rest of your graduating class? I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, I will continue to be my interesting, slim, nubile self.
Nubile?
I stand by my statement. Anyway, let's take another look at those photos.
Wow. It's just so unbelievable. What is the likelihood that this
You're
is
welcome. I hope you have a good work day
It's
tomorrow.
incredibly unlikely. But since we've got nothing better to do, let's say we visit Ye Old Arcade for some air hockey and interview an interdimensional traveler.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That means so a lot. I will.
So, you gonna talk to her?
Are you kidding me? That's totally your job. Just man up and say something to her.
I don't think I should. It'd be, good for you to learn to talk to girls before you go away to college.
I know how to talk to girls. But she is a senior citizen, man. What is she, like, 27? Ew. That's your thing, man.
I told you to cut it out with the age crap. She's probably no older than 24. And besides, aren't you the nubile one? You're much more desirable.
Yes, that's true, I am.
Listen here, boys. We have a zero creeping on women policy here. If you'd like to ogle some women, I'm sure your mothers would love it if you were home in time for supper.
It's not that. It's just we have this photo of you that we would...
You've been taking photos of me? Wow. You guys are even more screwed up than I thought. Can't say you'd be the first pervs I've thrown out of this place. Ah!
What is that? Oops. What is this?
Ah!
Six enemies? There's only one enemy.
Ow!
Ah, what is happening? Well, there goes Alex.
Okay, we give in. Just ease off. We didn't mean to be creepy.
Then why were you taking photographs of me?
Hey, we didn't take the photos. Someone on the internet did.
Someone on the internet? What are you talking about?
If you'd stop slamming our heads together for 1 minute, we'd love to explain.
Okay, explain.
There's this website where people post conspiracies and other weird things, and there's this photo of you, like, exploding things with your mind.
Exploding things with my mind? I haven't done that in a while, so I'm sure it's an old photo.
So you're not denying that you can do that?
Of course I can't. Not with my mind, at least. This goes against all the better judgment I have in me, but can you take me to a computer to show me these photos?
Yeah, sure. I live like 5 minutes from here.
Here comes another monologue. I hope you guys are ready. Oh, jeez. I'm alive. Just choking on chili powder or something. Alright, now this is a good time just to
me.
put up my feet and
I don't
relax.
know when these were taken.
How exactly do you explain all the blowing stuff up with your mind things? Can you really do that?
It's
Also
not
feel
exactly
free.
with my mind. I use sound. Remember when I kicked your ass earlier? I used the sound of my keytar to deal physical damage.
You slammed us with the
Physical
keytar.
properties of sound, you can learn enough about acoustics to both heal and damage objects orally.
Where did you learn to do something like that?
Oh, years of private practice and studying, really. So tell me more about this website. What is Onism 1999?
Basically, it's a place on the internet for people to talk about conspiracies, the occult, and anything supernatural.
Seems like something boys would like. Do you recognize the location from these photos?
That's behind the old grocery store. Obviously, you've been there before.
Interesting.
What's your name, by the way?
My name's Vela Wild. It's interesting to meet you. I'm guessing you're a cameraman, and this is your sidekick, Ginger Boy?
Usually I go by Alex. Only my mom is allowed to call me Ginger Boy.
She really gets us. You really would be my sidekick, Alex. Cameraman by day, Michael by night.
Right. So, why do you two spend all your time on such odd websites? Do you really believe this stuff?
Michael and I spent the next hour or so recounting the events of me finding Sammy, and us running into the star creatures inside of the old factory. As we told the story, Bella just looked into my eyes and never reacted. I first began with trepidation. As it went on, I could tell she was doing her best to understand my story. Something felt familiar about her, but not in the I've met her sort of way. Something deeper. I dated a girl in college who was a woman in general. She told me that she believed men and women were all the same at our core. That we were all made of the same elements, Not just on a physical level, but in a metaphysical level. She was a strong believer in spirituality, although she'd be the first to tell you she was religious. She told me she believed everyone had soulmates, plural. A series of people we were compatible with. In her theory, this applied to friendship as well as romantic relationships.
I don't know what this means, but with anything.
She said that when the universe was created, all matter was one object. And that since we're all matter, we are all the same. She said that she believes our soulmates were cut from the same section of that initial piece of matter. That unexpected feeling of familiarity you feel when you meet someone for the first time means you were meant to meet. I personally didn't believe it. I still don't think she has all her facts straight. But every time I feel what I felt when Vela looked in my eyes, I thought of this explanation.
Did you manage to speak with the entities?
The entities? I guess you mean the star creatures.
Yes, those are the ones.
No, we were too busy running for our lives.
Did you try and take photographs of them, Michael?
Yeah, let me pull them up.
Vela told us things. Confusing things. Things that, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have believed. The way she spoke seemed two-sided. As if for a few moments, a side of her that she was trying to keep hidden was visible. And as soon as we noticed, she made to cover herself up. She made jokes more often than she was serious. But when the serious aspect of her personality appeared, I was convinced that's who she really was. This was almost more fascinating than the information she was giving us. That's the thing with people, isn't it? You could show them all the mysteries of the universe, but if they're distracted by the human element of the tale, they'll shift all of their attention there. Self-consumed with humanity. Self-consumed with other people. You know? That's just how people are.
My experience with them is limited, but what I've observed was powerful. I understand that what I'm about to tell you will sound like a lie, so I ask you to look past the words I'm saying and hear the truth behind them.
What the fuck does that mean? None of this means anything. It takes them like 5 minutes to explain one thing, and Alex even went on a tangent about nothing. Oh my gosh. After they're done with this, I'm gonna end the stream. I can't take any more of this.
A short time ago, I entered into a dark place, both physically and metaphysically. While I was there, I encountered the entities for the first time. I can't say what about their presence was so striking to me, but the moment I saw them, I felt something. Something that was weighted. Like their bodies took up the entirety of the room, as if they were the room. At first, I approached one and we spoke. However, the contents of the conversation isn't important to the story. Something I said upset it, and it tried to grab me. It was almost like a mother trying to smother its child. The pain was beyond description. It scared me to death. The entity was incredibly heavy. I managed to break free, but the weight of the thing remained on me. And for the entirety of the following week, it was as if someone was twisting a drill inside me. My head would throb, and the pain felt bone deep. You probably can't imagine what it was like, you two, but just the thought of the pain now brings tears to my eyes.
I reflected on her story. I wanted to reply, but something inside me told me to let the words hang in the air. It was as if the longer the pause between her words and mine, the more truth they carried. Finally, I spoke.
That's horrifying. But can you explain what you mean by entered a dark place? Or more importantly, physically and metaphysically? I can understand doing it physically and mentally, but I need some help with the meta part.
Metaphysical is a word. An adjective, to be more specific. It means pertaining to or of the nature of metaphysics. Metaphysics is the branch of philosophy that includes the first principles, includes ontology and cosmology, and is intimately connected with epistemology. Epistemology is, of course, a branch of philosophy that investigates the origin, nature, methods, and limits of human knowledge.
Thank you for the definition, which I already knew. I was looking for something more concrete, more tangible.
I'm afraid that's all I feel comfortable telling you. I don't know you at all, and to reveal something so personal seems like I'd be opening myself up to vulnerability.
Do you mean to imply that you've found a way to exist inside of a metaphysical space? That you...
Enough! I don't need to talk about this with you. It makes me uncomfortable. Don't you get that?
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to piss you off.
Look, I need to get back to the arcade. I was technically in the middle of a shift. I'm gonna write my number down. Call me if you see any more interesting comments on my photos, or have a run-in with the entities.
Wait, I have one more question before you go.
Alright.
How did you get to be so powerful? You took both of us on and barely broke a sweat.
You act as if that's impressive. Look, I've trained myself in the metaphysical space, inside of the mind dungeon. I like you two, so I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Here is one last number. Call it if you ever want to open your mind and expand your battle abilities. That's all I'll say for now. The guy on the other end can explain more.
My dungeon. This is how we level up. It's no one. Shut up!
The way I look at it, we have two things we need to do. If we want to hang out with Vela again, we're gonna need to train ourselves.
You don't have your characters non-verbally say, let's grind! What the fuck?
Also, if we want to call her, we're gonna need to search Onism 1999 for some interesting posts.
Okay, simple enough. Go grind and then give Villa a call.
Yeah, but don't forget to search Onism 1999 for some good posts. She'll probably hang up on you and kick our butts again if we don't have anything cool.
Man, are we even cool enough to hang out with someone like her?
Nope! I'm still growing, and you're an overgrown man-child who can barely pick up a record. So let's head out of Frankton and try to find some things to beat up.
Sounds good. We should stock up on some healing items at the burger joint before heading out.
Hey! Just calling to see if you figured it out. I would love to just come out and say it, but I think it would scare you to death. And that would ruin everything.
Nope. I haven't figured anything out. Look, if you're just gonna keep calling me and say vague, creepy shit, you should at least tell me your name.
Oh! It's your best childhood friend. Think back to when you met me. We were kids. I think Losing My Religion by R.E.M. had just become a big hit. My mom didn't want me listening to it because she was afraid it would turn me into a bad kid or something. I went over to your house and we listened to it on your stereo for hours. My mom came to pick me up from your house, heard the song, and freaked out. How can you not remember that? It was the funniest thing.
The story was so specific. It sounded so familiar, and yet I couldn't place it. It was like I had read it in a book somewhere or watched it on a TV show. But still, no particular name or day came to mind.
Yeah, you're right. You probably wouldn't remember that. Look, I'm going to keep calling you until you remember me. Remember what you used to say. Everything happens for a reason. That reason is nothing happens for any reason.
What a weirdo.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's time for me to. I'm done. I'm so done with this game. So yeah, thank you all for joining this. Maybe I'll play more, I don't know. I definitely do have fun just ripping into this game and just giving out like, you don't do this! And who the hell knows, maybe who the hell knows, maybe that update will eventually come out. Anyway, have a good morning, night, whatever time it is for you. Stay hydrated and stay beautiful. Bye!